Welcome back to you, Pumpkin. A banana a day definitely keeps the bears away. Bitcoin around $34,000. We have poked above that key $31,000 level. It's super important. Why? Structurally, it means we are entering a new phase, a new section of the next range. What's that range going to be? We don't know exactly. We can just guess. Maybe it's 30 bottom. Maybe it's 40, the top or the middle. And if we get euphoric, maybe it's 50. It's going to be very nasty if we get to 40, people sell their altcoins, and then Bitcoin goes up to 50 and it gets them back in. That would be fantastic to see. You see, but it's a moving target. We don't know what everybody's really thinking. Does everybody want to get rid of 50K Bitcoin? It's not just Bitcoin, by the way. It includes Chainlink, Real DeFi, Pulse Chain, PLSX, HEX, many other altcoins, Doge, Polkadot, whatever it is. People want to exit at certain places. Or are they only going to settle for a $40,000? If most of them do the weak hands, that's great because that means we can get rid of them and we can actually trap them higher. So you don't know what happens in this short term. You just got to be ready for both scenarios. If we just stop at 40K, I'm not touching anything. I'm not even thinking about touching anything. If we get much higher, then that's when I'll be thinking about, okay, how euphoric are we? For example, Pulse Chain, PulseX, and HEX. How cheap are their prices? So Combined X is what, still like 2 cents. It's under 2 cents now. You can actually see it's 1.9 cents. Is that really cheap? No, to me, that's nowhere near worth selling. It's still cheap, right? So here's Pulse Chain, for example, 50% below day one sack. There's no way I'm selling. Like under day one sack, even to time it, to me, it's just not worth it. You know, as we move in through crypto, there's going to be a larger focus on altcoins, and we're going to have to pump the music just to appreciate that. Altcoins are where the growth is. You are not going to retire buying Apple. You are not going to retire buying Tesla today. You aren't going to retire buying Amazon. You are going to retire if you find undervalued companies. If you find out how the meme goes with the collective mindset of people who trade stonks and invest in stonks. What is their perception of value? You got to tap into that. I'm closing my eyes as I say this. Well, we got to do the same thing for crypto. We are here to learn from the greatest. We're just peanut brains. We're not trying to reinvent the peanut. We got to learn. What does that entail? You got to look at Max Keiser. Max Keiser is an insanely good religious priest, Bitcoin maximalist. I've made many videos on Max. Highly intelligent. He respects Richard Hart. He calls him a scammer now, but he would go toe-to-toe with Richard. And obviously felt betrayed because Richard was like, you know what? Bitcoin's actually slowing down, guys. We've got to go to something else. Now, because Max got in at $1, he doesn't really care. Maybe he's got like 100,000 Bitcoin, right? I'm not exaggerating. He's probably got around that much. Not kidding, right? So the guy's milked it. He really is a religious priest. And, you know, he even does perform exorcisms at Bitcoin Miami conference. I mean, it's fascinating to see that this happens, right? What does he speak about when it comes to crypto? Of course, look what he says. He goes, yes. Look what it actually says down here. This is the Treasury Department, US. Today, the Treasury imposed sanctions on 10 key Hamas terrorist group members. All right, look what Max says. Yes, poop coins like Ethereum, XRP, BNB, Cardano, and thousands of others are created by financial terrorists and are undoubtedly used to fund terrorism. Really? Do your job and put all the people associated with these coins in prison. Brad Garlic Bread, Charles Hoskinson, B Rock, Vitalik, Kinthia. See, friends, I keep telling you, Bitcoin Maxis wants to put Vitalik in jail. They want to put him in jail first because he created so much value for the world. It rivaled Satoshi. It built on Satoshi. Obviously, Ethereum's not competing with Bitcoin, man. It's added value, but they can't no, you're not allowed to. Fantastic, isn't it, that we can learn from this? He goes, Bitcoin, of course, is exempt. Let's be honest. All right. Why is it exempt? Because you're already long. Be honest. You're already long. He's not going to say that. They're going to say, well, no, Bitcoin's got no top because the US has got no bottom. They're going to have to keep printing money. They're going to have to lower the interest rates, the debt. Oh, Russia. Oh, the ice cream team and peanut team. Of course you're going to say that. They're the narratives. Because you're long. You're turbo long. That's why. Look what he says about Bitcoin. I mean, you got to love this. This is what I tell you he says. He says it right here. Bitcoin is an irreproducible, synthetic, absolutely scarce, digital commodity willed into existence by humans to eliminate central bankers and bad state actors. It's literally God's money. God's money does not sit with 100,000 units in your wallet while people out here can't even buy 0.1 of it. You might say, oh, you don't understand it. Yeah, we do. You know how the game works. There are diminishing returns. There are technology cycles, okay? We already have Roca Negra coming in. They are here to strangle. They know all this, but they're turning a blind eye. Why? La, 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 la. I can't hear you. Why can't you hear me? Oh, I think I got an idea. I think you can't hear me because you're turbo long. You know the answer, friends. You know the answer. So it's funny. It's funny. This happens in every community. It happens in Bitcoin. Happens in Ethereum. Now, the language and the character is different, but the fundamentals are the same. Right? This. I'm sure this happens. If I was like into politics, would not really care about it at all. Zero care. But I'm sure Team Red and Team Blue, they exhibit these same things. I'm sure there are like Republican maxis and Democrat maxis, and in different countries around the world, there's like, you know, different maxis of state parties. So I want you to think about this. You can learn these lessons by going down. I mean, this is the most fascinating thing that I came across. I'm going to show you this now. This is not even like theory. It was theory, but I've made it fact because I've been watching for like 2+ years and reporting on this 2+ years daily. You see this ETH BTC chart? When ETH BTC goes up, these guys get quiet. They disappear. I'm not kidding. When ETH BTC goes down, even starts to go down a bit, oh, they come out. They say, death to Ethereum, lock them up, it's a scam every single time. They actually bottom signals when they speak about it like that. I'm not kidding. Look at this, higher lows from ETH BTC, higher lows. And at the bottoms, every single time, there was death of Ethereum, lock Vitalik up in jail, those types of videos. You have to witness this. Max Keiser. He only gets super loud and confident when ETH BTC is going down. That should tell you something. They're scared. Whether they know it or not, it's subconscious. You know you're scared. You know this is their fear. Their fear is that ETH BTC ratio keeps going up. You know this horizontal line? Every single Bitcoin maximalist, they have nightmares about us crossing this line. And you might think, oh, it's going to be a while. Don't worry. If ETH BTC just goes to 0.1, it's game over. If we go into 0.1, because they know it's coming. And you don't even have to take their word for it. Go look at their portfolios. Celsius leaked databases. I reported on it in 2022. Bitcoin maxis, fierce Bitcoin maximalists who were going on Twitter and YouTube and saying, oh, Bitcoin only, oh my gosh, peel the banana. Those people have Ethereum in their wallets. They have Chainlink in their wallets. Not making this up. Made many posts. You can go and check it. Like, subscribe, belly button all for this hot and juicy content, friends. Don't forget, I'm here to share the love and appreciate you. You see? Watch what they do, not what they say. Unfortunately, you can't really watch what they do all the time, but that's me, a reporter. When these things get leaked, I get to show you. Imagine you're gonna find friends and people not knowing this. They're gonna just go in the future thinking all these people actually believe what they say. Now, 20% do, but 80% of people holding Bitcoin also hold Ethereum. That's a real stat. It's like most of us aren't maxis, but we just know they have a role. They have to defend the sanctity. They are there. So ETH BTC is the key. And while we're on the topic, friends, of altcoins and this world of Bitcoin, so, you know, you're going to have people coming in, they go, well, all right, I've got to seek high growth communities and applications and participate in crypto. So what do I start doing? Do I leverage trade? Do I buy meme coins? Do I buy altcoins? Which altcoins? Of course, there's many options. It's almost impossible to answer. But our dear friend Naga Beau here. So Naga Beau is a hexagon. I'm not sure if he still calls himself. He'll always be a Hexican to me. And I want you to think about this because Naga Beau made this post. We can actually zoom in, okay? Naga Beau, in his bottom left, he said, this was on September 12th, I can proudly say that I no longer hold any PHEX. I dumped that poop for more pDAI. Staking HEX is beyond stupid at this point in time. pDAI will pump this weekend. HEX will dump. My crystal ball is undefeated. Well, it's interesting. He actually got it right for that weekend. But I'm wondering what he did with the trade because, you see, there's this famous saying basically goes along the lines of everybody's right, just depends on the time frame. It's like this thing's going to go to zero. Go, yeah, but maybe in like 40 years from now, you know? Or this thing's going to pump, yeah, but maybe in 3 years from now, and you've capitulated based off time, you know? So timing is everything, they say. Up here, you can see where he made the post. pDAI then went up, plus 3x, and then it went down to plus 50%, minus 50% from his entry. So it's from his entry minus 50%. This bottom chart here is PHEX. This little square, that's where he posted it. It went down first, the bottom, and then went up. Now it's plus 50%. It was up high at that point. So I made this post. Did he get out of his trade in time? Because, look, you go on side, and what will people say? They'll go, oh, it's working. It's working. Continue to do it. But if you continue to do the trade, you've lost everything. You see, this is why it's really hard when you just think of it like, oh, I just keep winning and winning. You are here, friends. There is a probability tree. All right, there's a probability tree to choose the right path. And then let's say this path is the right one. Then there's another one. Let's say it's this one. Then there's another one. Let's say it's this one. Another one. This one. Another one. This one. You see? And then look at this path here. At each point, you could have got wrecked. You see this? So many places you could have chosen the wrong thing to do. This is investing. It's like, okay, you know, I bought this meme coin instead of a core coin. Or I did it at the wrong time. Or I did it on leverage. The more you introduce the number of decisions that you have to do, the higher probability they're going to mess it up. This is actually why, statistically, the one strategy, get in everything you can, wait as long as you can. That's why statistically it just works. And isn't it wonderful that it works with such a high win rate, like 90%? That's what I love seeing, literally a 90% win rate because the US dollar gets debased and it goes exponential. Isn't that great? Well, at least you know this, but you know, it's easier said than done, right? We know how tough it is to watch red candle, and then all these other meme coins launch. They get a few people in, they paint some green candles, even though the liquidity is like a $10 million market cap. Things go up, people paint the chart. Because we can't process the market cap on a chart, but we can process the green candle. We're like, oh, this thing went up 7x, my core coins are dropping. Isn't that how we all feel? It is how we all feel. That's the game, though. We signed up for this. I signed up for this. I know this. I've been in markets forever, man. I'm just telling you, this is normal. And that's exactly what you have to sit through if you want to make it. And a super important note, I want to let you know, so pDAI community, so I get pushed in front of me 10 to 20 coins a day. People trying to show me absolute trash, garbage. I'm seeing it in Telegram, different calls, and I don't trust any of them. If I took all of them, I'd be way down. I'd be way down. It's not even funny. By the time I got told about Pepe, I think it went like a 10x from there. That was Pepe when I got told about Pepe. 10x. And for pDAI, it's great. I mean, it went from up here when I got told about it, whatever, like a 30x up here. But if you still add up all the coins I was in, still it barely makes up for it. It just doesn't. It may be up, but look, are you taking all these risks to be up plus 50%? You may as well go all in on that one thing that you know can give you like a 10x. You know what I mean? So I think it's just the thought of the speculation though. Now, a lot of people got confused. They go, well, if you think it's attracting a lot of people to get scammed at the top and buy off emotional money, then how do you explain my next post? Well, I just said, look, pDAI is 83% off the top. I am waiting to see if it gives a deep buy entry. And I was like shocked. What do you mean buy entry? Friends, yes. There's a price too high and a price too low for anything with a community. There is. You know, EOS? Yeah, EOS is garbage. All right. What if I let you buy at a $1 million market cap? It's like 500 million or whatever it is right now. You go, okay, yeah, sweet, I'll get in. You see that? There's a price for anything. There is a price for things out there which you think, oh, you know, this thing is crap. Is it crap or is it just too highly priced for you? That's actually what it is. Everything is relative. Minus 83%, unfortunately, in meme, not just in meme coins, crypto. I mean, HEX dropped minus 99%. Just to let you know, friends. You know, people try to dunk on questions. They go, Pulse Chain coin community's down. Yeah. Have you missed like the 30,000 posts I've made showing like, hey, this is actually true. Someone made a results panel of the top 300 coins in crypto, and it showed basically a ranking of how they performed in the past in the bear market. HEX was second last. Number one was Luna. Luna was down minus 99.99%. HEX was down minus 99%. All right, well, literally second last. And then after that was like, we were even worse than Celsius if you're holding HEX. Worse than Celsius? The Ponzi FTT? You see? So I'm here just to give you the truth. It is what it is. This is the extreme volatility. And you're just going to have to wrestle with that idea. That's why some people say, I know people saying, well, man, how is it meant to be a store of value if we're dropping minus 99%? I don't know. This is the game. This is the game, friends. Like they said the same thing about Bitcoin, by the way. They said, how is this thing meant to ever go up? Like we're looking at an industry now, but in the first early days, there was no industry. Okay, we're looking at this. We're looking at how is anything ever meant to recover? By the way, Bitcoin in 2011, just so that you know, to recover from minus 93%, you are gambling harder than today. You understand that? You are gambling way more. Why? No stock recovers from this. None. Especially in this time frame. It took a long time, and they only have one stock, Amazon. That's all they can give you. The one unicorn moonshot. You know how many stocks there are? The 30,000 stocks launch. Okay, you give me the one stock that dropped minus 92% and then went up over a span of 10 years. Okay, that's not good enough. And that's a stock, by the way. That's a stock. You can shed salaries. You have the Ponzi system working for you. You have a CEO. There's nothing in this. This is a commodity. You get it? There's a commodity. You know, last time something dropped like something like this shape, it was like silver. And silver's still down after 50 years. So how are you to ever know this? You don't know. That's why, you see, we're taking risks now, but like it is super risky in the past. But that's why you just got to think, is there a price too high and a price too low for anything? Now, minus 83%, it's just, unfortunately, in our world of crypto, minus 83% is nothing. I thought, yeah, we're mature now. We're in the trillions for total crypto market cap. I thought minus 80 to minus 90% is enough. It's not. Doesn't mean they can't stop there. Of course they can. I'm just like, I'm done with, I'm not touching anything at minus 80%. If something taps minus 90%, I'm still not touching it because it always goes below minus 90%. It's sad. It's sad, the volatility, friends. It really is. I know everyone says, yeah, crypto's great, solves a lot of problems. It does. But right now, it's actually hurt more people than it's helped. It really has. Unless we recover back to all-time highs. Because so far, if we do nothing right now, we've hurt more people than we've like ever helped. And it's like not even close. So yeah, the first 10 million people have made exponential amounts, and the final 390 million people out of the total 400 in the world got crushed. So it is what it is, okay? If you want to look at buy zones for this, I have it marked here. Don't stress about it. I'm just going to have to wait. Unfortunately as well, I made a post here to share with everyone as well. So look at this. A lot of emotional money, when things go down, they question, hey man, why was I in this? Oh, I was in it for a peg. Okay. Well, it's not that exciting anymore. You know, friends, why isn't it exciting? Okay, because the candles are red. Doesn't mean, it means you never believed in the peg anyway. You really just believed in the green candle. That's it. As soon as the candle goes red, okay, I don't believe in a peg anymore. You're going to find that it happens Bitcoin, Ethereum, in everything. HEX, Pulse Chain, PLSX, you know what it is. You've seen it time and time again. I'm personally just waiting for people to capitulate out, renting weakness, but there is no guarantee that it'll even be worth looking at when it happens. We don't know. You know, many altcoins got rinsed in 2022, but HEX and Pulse Chain were like, okay, the community's still there. Is the pDAI community going to be there? Are they able to shift the narrative? That's something we're going to have to wait and see. Don't jump the gun. You know, for example, just to throw it out here for you, you have 9inch. So obviously I'm not paid by 9inch. I did not do the 9inch sacrifice. No affiliation. I just like poor player, but I like the jokes and that's it. But just to show you, right? Look, the website's shiny. It's just something cool to look at. It's a new thing, right? It's a new thing. Oh, there's features up to, you know, there's features, you know, firm grip on DeFi, grow your holdings. It's a meme coin DEX. They're throwing in, they've got yield farms. You know what I mean? So it's a shiny new object. So when you participate in meme coins, that's what you're playing against. You have to remember you're fighting against other people coming in, and simply because they are new, they will grab a big part of your market share. Because you look to your left and right and you realize, oh my God, these people are impulsive gamblers. These people are fully impulsive, right? Have the same lifestyle habits. They jump into things super quick all the time. They like to act all the time, but they don't know, friends. Like, yes, humans, we like to act all the time too, but in investing, acting more is negative. It's just that these people, they're like, oh, this person showed me profits. They're up like 3x in this month. Trading is winning, not holding. Of course, they just ignore all the like 80 years of stock market literature and all the evidence and stats and everything. And all my videos, of course, I just ignore all of that. And they go, no, shiny new object. So, you know, that's when you realize the game is really tough. Bitcoin doesn't have many shiny object like people, shiny object worries in there. Of course, it's slowly dripping out over time, but nowhere near to the extent that new meme coins have. You know, so you're even going to see now, how is Doge and SHIB going to compete against even newer meme coins like Pepe, and Pepe competing against Pepe 2? You get the point. These things have a very short life cycle. But, you know, if you can get something on a big discount and you see the community and you can see a future, yeah, it's great. There is a community there. I'm not auto buying, but just keep it on the watch list. You just never know, okay? It's not for everybody. I don't have anything in it, but I'm just saying it's worth watching. Just keep an eye on everything. You never know. Sometimes people just give away things for just too cheap. Warren Buffett calls it cigar butt investing. He's like, you're walking along the footpath and you find a cigarette with just one puff left. You pick it up, it's got one good puff in there. That's what he basically says. And he says you can make a big living to do that. And he would do that if he didn't have enormous size. So it's something to think about, you know. For example, all right, you might not think 90% discount for pDAI is worth it, but what if it went minus 99%? You go, oh my gosh, that's worth it, right? So these numbers, though, you're not guaranteed to get it. It just takes time. Just keep it on the radar. Make sure you like, subscribe, belly button, all. I do love it. Appreciate you. Catch you soon, friends.